All right, so I'm set up. Got my gloves on. This is time in Florida. I'm glad to wear gloves, working gloves. And I have my piece here. I'm gonna use my orbital sander to sand at 80, and I'm just gonna go over the whole thing, like the flat surfaces. I love what's happening in here. It's got like this like spiral thing and this loop up here. I'm going to exploit that. I don't know if you can see it. I will exploit that. Well, anything I think looks interesting, I try to exploit, like a true capitalist, exploit it. Anyway, so look at it. Look at the grain in there. It's just so beautiful. Um, and this, of course, I'll have to sand this probably by hand because I don't have anything to get in that far and keep the shape that I want. Anyway, this one, I still don't know how I want to display it. It's definitely not going to be my typical display. Like, I'm not going to put a rod in it and suspend it because it's just not that kind of piece. But we'll see. We'll see what we do. We'll come up with some creative solution as we work on it. It will come to me either while I'm awake or in a dream. So, all right, here we go. I'll put this up for sure. For sure. And do it. My hands are freezing. Okay, so I don't know if you can even see this while I'm working, but this piece is a piece of subtleties. And so even though it's kind of a square piece and it's not my typical piece, the nuances of it, like curving down here, even though it's flat, it's got curves. And this part comes over here. The whole idea is to not stop your eye. You want to keep your eye moving around the piece. So even though there are some hard lines, they are sloping lines and they bring you down into the rest of the piece. So this needs a little shaping to make it exactly the way I want it to be, because I want it to be like this nice subtle curve coming around this side. And then you have this, a lot of it's just like reflections. Basically, you have your shape going, and then you want the line to come down like this, and then it curves back this way, and it comes back up, and it circles around, and then it's like to keep your eye traveling through the piece. So that's why I like this piece. Anyway, and then we have some flat areas, but you still have the curves coming in and bringing you down around here. So that's a kind of like what I'm looking at while I'm carving and while I'm shaping it. That's why it takes me a long time, because it's subtleties. It's subtle. It's not like real hard lines. You're just going to cut it and it's done. Some pieces are like that for me, but not this one, because it's a more solid round shape. You have to really look at those little nuances to make it a strong piece. All right, I'm going to turn this off. It's going 5 minutes. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to edit this. Thank you.